Part 2 of Catherine Paiz's book Dolores. I just finished reading chapter 6 and it's Catherine's POV. And she starts off by saying that between January and February of 2024, her relationship with Igor grew stronger, but her career was also growing. And that was because she had recently announced her divorce. And she said that she saw her content skyrocket. The numbers were crazy. She got 100 million views in a day on Snapchat. And in January alone, she almost had 3 billion views. And in March, he came to visit her in LA and he stayed down the street at an Airbnb. And she said that they would only see each other during school hours. So she would drop off the kids at school. And then when she would pick up the kids, she wouldn't see him for the rest of the night. And she said it was really hard because she wanted to sneak out, but her kids were her priority. And she said that during her divorce journey with Austin, him and her were co-parenting just fine. Everything was amicable. They were civil. And at the time, no one knew that she was seeing Igor because she didn't want anyone to get the wrong idea that she was divorcing Austin to be with him, because that wasn't the case. She ends up taking a trip to Tulum, and it seems like a girl's trip, but Igor tagged along with her friend's 15-year-old son and his cousin, and they had a 14-mansion Airbnb that was completely sponsored. They waived the entire cost, and she ended up doing a giveaway where 100,000 people entered, and because it was so successful, the owner of the Airbnb decided to extend their stay and even invite them back. She said that during the time that they were in Tulum, she was filming content regularly, and she would consistently tell Igor, hey, move to the side or angle the camera so that they wouldn't see him, because again, she really wanted to protect their relationship and what they had. And in her words, the magic that they had together, she didn't want to share with anyone else. Meanwhile, Austin was back in LA and he was apparently running a dating show on Snapchat where he was dating 15 girls at the same time. And that was just doubling her views. And she said that while she was in Tulum, she was secretly testing Igor. She paid attention to how he treated her, how he treated staff, how he acted around her friends. And she loved the fact that he would just let her be. If he saw that she was in a really deep conversation, he wouldn't insert himself in there. He would just give her a kiss on the forehead and do his own thing. And she noticed that he wouldn't get jealous of the time that she spent with her friends instead of him, and how he did small things like hold her friend's purse. And for her, that trip to Tulum with him carried an energy that she couldn't explain, and she said that it was very healing for her. And so the trip to Tulum ended and they got back to LA, and the very next day he was flying out to Rio. And she said that she started bawling, crying, that he was also crying because she didn't want to be away from him. She said that a month was way too long, and that sacrifice of both being away from each other was just too much to handle. But she said that she would go to Brazil to see him, and she kept her promise. So now we go on to chapter 7. Stay tuned for the recap.